Here, I'm very proud to present again Homer 11. I'm glad to be here again. So, my name didn't change. I'm Alexandr Dubovikov, co-founder of Institute of QXAP BV, father of Hep and Homer and my son Maxim. I have over now 30 years experience. Now I'm recognized what I'm old. Yeah. And I like Daniel already said, my fat fingers has been involved in each open source project what related to telephony, etc. So, like it's here, it's the names of these projects where my fingers has been left some code. So QXAP is lead developer of Epic and Homer, and it's located in QXAP like Homer guys. It's located in Amsterdam, headquarters, but we have a team across all worlds and 3 continents. We do research and development in open source and also commercial observability technologies. We have customers from startups and from virtual corporation. We are, like I said, fully remote, distributed DevOps teams, and we self-made company. We don't have any VC, any investors, and therefore we are free to develop and jump to new technologies without any limitations. We use Robinhood open source model, and thanks to our happy customers who give us possibility to work not only for new open source, but also sponsor another open source like we did for Kamailio. And exactly, we do what we do, and we do what we love. It's Lorenzo presented Homer 10, it was last year. And based about Homer 10, let's talk about this, what has been done. If you probably already recognize, all 11 versions of Homer, it has been experimental. So we have 3, 5, 7, etc. 9, it's 7.7 normally. So it's, don't ask about where is 9. And we, with Lorenzo and with team, we did some research how to connect old world of telecoms and you guys, let's say old world, yeah? You are a little bit conservative and connected to new world, new telecom observability, which a little bit more modern. And our idea was to integrate Homer to Grafana, and we did it. We did this plugin inside. And of course, with Homer, we have especially many thanks to Tori. He is not here, but he did a lot of job, a lot of testing, and he loves a lot of this stuff. And based on feedbacks, what our Tori and another users using Homer 10, it was good what we still back compatibility to all HEP agents, so you can connect Kamailio, free switch, etc., etc., etc. We did deep Grafana integration with Grafana app, so you can use your Grafana for metrics, you can use for statistics, and inside you can make a search in Homer and make call flow, make statistics, click on call, find another legs, etc., etc. This is what I said, everything is in one platform. You can also use like vendor agnostic any target. You can integrate your Grafana to your special CMS, etc. Integrations. Some mixed feedbacks is everyone is missed Homer UI. Yeah, said, Grafana is good. But where's Homer UI? Where's Homer UI? It will be great to have old Homer UI. Yeah, you guys, you're so conservative, but okay. So Grafana is also nice, but we would like to have simple interface, click, 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 and so. Also, all of database, what we use inside is ClickHouse. Also, this ClickHouse is good, but 90% of my time, if I would like to make scalability, so cloud, I have to integrate spend all my time, and you guys, you're right. Yeah, so you have another voice RP stuff which you have to fix it, and now you have to work on also on database. So it's absolutely we heard it, and we try to fix it. So Homer 11, yeah. So like we said, it's last 2 years we worked very hard on querying. It's called CWalkie querying, and now it's called Gigapipe. It's special observability platform which can collect all metrics, data, statistics, and probably here's the people who use also querying inside in companies. And based on our experience and on our research in querying, we decide exactly to connect, like I said, all telecom world with new observability analytics. And do you remember this Toy Story, yeah, when Booth said, files are everywhere. Yeah? So it's here also. If you just close your eyes and said, what is MySQL, what is Oracle DB, Oracle DB, DB2, and so, etc. It's just the files inside. Yeah? It's files. It's nothing new. Yeah? So it doesn't matter if it's Windows, Linux, it's files inside. And just CLI or API on front on these files, which you can make SQL, like for accounters made query language, select from blah, 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 blah. But it's at the end, it's go to files, read the files, show you data. Very simple. And exactly our goal to achieve this simplicity and also to bring to Homo 11, and achieve some very important points. First, we decide to go to Parquet. So do you know Parquet? Yeah? No? Okay. So normally Parquet file it's like a container for columnar-oriented database, let's say data. It has been developed for Hadoop. Do you know Hadoop? Yeah. So Hadoop. And normally it's a file which has inside some metadata and it's columnar stored data inside. So these files, you can very easy to create, very to use. So normally we created Parquet files to store all data inside, and later I will explain how it works. So Homo is a generic data store for telco and data telemetry. It will be, yeah? Also built with DuckDB. DuckDB it's application which can be embedded or extended to read with Parquet files. In this format, it can be also Arrow. It can be some OpenTelemetry. It can run anywhere. It scales without any limitation horizontal, so you can install on next box and save this data. You can use also HTTP REST API, use FlySQL, and of course use Homo UI Gig API. I will show what is it, and Grafana. And of course, it should be very, very cheap for you guys, because right now, if you use Homer, how long days you can keep data running? So maybe 2 weeks, yeah, because it will be explored. With Parquet files and also with internal, let's say, compression mechanism like LZO, LZ4, etc., you can compress over 50% in good cases. And this means what you can store your data for a long, long time. So how it works? So normally, of course, injection. Has been not changed. We still use HEP agents, which de facto, it's standard in any open source platform. Doesn't matter what is it, Kamailio, FreeSwitch, Asterisk, etc. We send HEP. We can HEP inject HEP. Like I said, it's de facto, it's already standard, and also commercial vendors integrated HEP inside. Maybe you use some of them. This is BCs, and you can send also from commercial platforms. If you have or created a new application and you would like to integrate HEP inside, it's very easy because we have for all languages, libraries and clients. So next. Of course, if you run Kamailio, and you should care not only about SIP traffic, yeah, or FTP, statistic, analytics. Also, you have to think about, I have some CPU usage, memory usage, TCP, UDP drops, etc., 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 all this statistic. And you can still use our platform to send all this data without any limitation, because we support all agents, OpenTelemetry agents, what exist on the market right now. It's you can send from Logstash, Grafana agents, vectors, etc., etc. We can support it. We can store it to these Parquet files. and make analytics. For example, like PASCOM guys, we said, we send RTP statistics in special format. You can also send the statistics to us, and we will store in this Parquet file, which you can, later I will show how, you can make analysis, make some statistics, make some charts. What is next? Let's talk about Parquet files. So, like I said, you send this data to Homer 11, so it's like concept. No, not concept, sorry, it's engine. You will send this HEP data, you can send OpenTelemetry data. We receive this data, and we start to store this data to Parquet file. It's normally it's small files first. Yeah, we store like, because we are in time series. We store these files. After, using DuckDB, we make compaction. So normally, because you should not use too many small files on this system, because it will be load average will be high, and etc. So we compact this data, and after, once the data has been compacted, you can store this data everywhere. So, for example, if you use S3, Amazon, you Google, you use R2 in Cloudflare, or you can also install this Minio on your local machine. You can keep this data in this storage without any limitation, because it's very cheap. If you compare S3 on even your local machine, it's, storage it will be cheaper. And using this, so you store this data inside, and that's it for now. So what happens next? This is exactly how this Giga API schema. We have this Parquet Hive. So normally it's data. We have MyDB, whether it's in stable name. Date, in this case, is our primary key. And inside we have sharding. Yeah? You can, it depends of how much data you would like to store and how good it's, you would like to make search, how quick. You can also define sharding key. Also, for example, here we store each hour, but you can decide also, let's store each 30 minutes or each day. So it's, in this case, in this shard, we will store one file. And here is compactor. So we store 100 megabyte of data. Second, we go to level 2 to level 3. Target, we compact everything to 400 megabytes. And the second stage is we compact everything to 4 and plus gigabytes. So it's normally, at the end, you have one slice. And don't worry about how quick we can read it, etc. Because the data inside, it's stored in columnar. So you don't need any index, because its index is already it's data, because it's sorted already in how you need. So it should, like you don't stop thinking about like in a DB, I would like to keep index here. It's already done. You can just query this data in time range, and you already have a sorted data. It's very, very, very fast. And also, what is very important, this Parquet format, it supports now with many databases. So it's also, you can use ClickHouse to read this data. You can, you start local ClickHouse, you say, my data is located on S3, and you start remotely all data very, very fast, because you should not download this data. It will be storage, will be just read the columnar position, and we will make a seek of this data inside. So it's very fast. DuckDB is also this way. You can make use DuckDB or Databand and another, let's say, engines. So now it's how we can use this data. In Homer 11, we already did same concept what we started in Homer 10. We use Grafana. It's Grafana. It already works. You can read and ask this data through DuckDB and our API. And it will be displayed with data. You can see all zip calls, all traces, all information, statistics, etc. And of course, you can see in Grafana it will be call flow. On the right side, I will show later, is Giga API. So do you remember it's PHP myadmin? Yeah? So you remember? No? No? Okay. It's similar. So normally it's SQL interface to data what we already stored, and you can read any data inside using a scale of syntax. You can read this data, you can display this data in raw format, in JSON format, and also you can immediately start to working on build the chart on this data. It's similar like Logstash does, yeah. So you make a query, get data, display chart statistics. Okay, here's gaps, etc., etc. And of course, you can use also use curl HTTP request, make external application. It will be work also fast. So now, from left side, like I said, it's Grafana. It's already integrated. You can make any search on any fields in Grafana. You can add from user to user, etc. You can make search parameters. It's on the left side. On the right side, it's Giga API. It's also already works. This is how it looks like. You can click on any trace ID. You can correlate it, and many more. So here it's like a little bit more detailed. It's in Grafana. You can select this DB name and table. For example, HEP1, it's our zip information for calls. Yeah. You can also make a search field. It's here. It's call ID from user, etc. And inside, you can also make each field or each header what you have in zip. You can make extract it and make a search inside. Yeah, so like I said here, it's you can have different type of tables. HEP1, it's for normal zip. HEP100, it's for logging. HEP5 is for TCP statistics, and etc., etc., etc. And of course, you see, call flow works without any limitation. Like I said, with PHP-MyAdmin, so it's normally it's a scale interface. When you see, you can do select from HEP, when method invite, kaboom, and you have already data. You can click on charts, and it will become immediately makes data on charts on the data what you immediately returns. So it's used on DuckDB. It's like I said, it's DuckDB. It's can be or external application, can be embedded application inside of our application. You can also DuckDB. You can also run like WebASM in your browser, and you can use WebASM to get a query to your remote S3 data. So cool. So, and of course, like I said, we heard you. We working hard on new Home UI application. So this is a Home UI application for Home 11. It's a completely new framework. It's for Hennig. It's not based on Angular, yeah, Hennig. It's something modern from Facebook. And yeah, it already works. We are working some additional stuff. What is full picture? Just in its overview. HEP send data. We store data in local storage. You can store this data forever. You can use this data in later medical hiring, etc., etc. This is you can send telemetry because telemetry is very important right now. Without telemetry, you could not do anything. And yeah, you have no locking on any vendors because Parquet format is open. If tomorrow will be come new, let's say DB stuff, not DuckDB, or maybe it's okay, HazardDB, let's say, and you can read it without any limitation. So our roadmap, it's here. In the last let's say months, it's 2 minutes. In the last months, we finished HEP Agent Go. It's who use RTP agent in HEPIC environment. You can upgrade to HEP Agent already, and based on this HEP Agent stuff, we will create a new Heplify 2.0. It's will be new generation. Rita will work on ZipTrace NG for Kamailio. Rita Lopes, she's here. She's our director of cloud services. GigaAPI, it's already done. Home 11, we already working on it very hard. Grafana, it's done. we will release next weeks. And yeah, we're working hard on Epic 5 UI. It's next generation. And yeah, we go forward very, very well. So about QXAP Gigapipe. Gigapipe is our daughter companies. Like I said, it's provided some cloud management service for observability and statistics. If you want if you have any question about this Gigapipe and etc., you can go to Rita. Rita will help you and answer on all your questions. Yeah, so thank you so much. Yeah, support open source. I would like to also give many credits to our team of QXAP, because without very hard work, it will be impossible to do all these amazing jobs what we did in last year. So, and of course, support open source before ask open source support you. And yeah, make love, not war. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Alexandr. Very, very insightful. Okay, one question this time, because Alexandr is going to be here. Lucien?
Yeah, I'm not leaving right now. Yeah.
Actually, I like very much all your presentations, very technical, and because you employ a lot of technology, I'm just curious, how many engineers does your company have actually?
Normally we have 16 employees. Yeah, so. Yeah, so, and like I said, we are a self-made company, and we do a lot of R&D, and we take all technologies what is coming on the market, and we make analysis and research. And if it's good, we will still use it. And therefore, it's Parquet. It's not like, it's a project only for one day, because we already spent 2 years using these Parquet files inside of our observability platforms, and it's worked amazing. Yeah? And also in Epic, we use Parquet files. And therefore, Home 11, it's for next years. Yeah, so this will be definitive Home 9, 11. Yeah, so something like this. So you have to upgrade it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. So we have Alexandr and Rita back there. So